In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. The revelation of this book is from God on high, the overpowering One, the all-wise. O Prophet, we have indeed sent down the book to you with the very essence of all truth. So worship God and no other, making the practice of your religion pure and sincere to Him. For most surely it is to God alone that the true religion of purity belongs. For those who have taken patrons apart from Him say, we do not worship them for any other reason than that through their intercession they draw us nearer to God in spiritual station. Indeed, God will judge between them all about that which they dispute. Indeed, God does not guide one who is a liar and a relentless unbeliever. Had God intended to take to Himself a child, He would most surely have chosen whatever He so willed from whatever He creates, not what they have said. Highly exalted is He, far above this. He alone is God, the One, the all-dominating. He created the heavens and the earth with profound truth. He winds the night about the daylight, and He winds the daylight about the night. For He subjugated the sun and the moon to a fixed order, each one running its course for a stated term preordained by Him. Most surely, He alone is the overpowering One, the most forgiving. He created all of you, O humankind, from a single soul. Then of it He made its mate. Moreover, of cattle He has bestowed upon you 8 types in 4 kinds, counting mates. He creates you in the wombs of your mothers, creation after creation, within 3 veils of darkness. That is God, your Lord. To Him alone belongs all the dominion. There is no God but Him. How then are you turned away from worshipping Him alone? If you believe, then let it be known that indeed God is self-sufficient without any need of you. Yet He is not pleased with unbelief for His servants. But if you give thanks, He is well pleased with this thanksgiving for you. Nor shall any sin-laden soul carry the sinful load of another. Then to your Lord alone is your return. Thus shall He tell you the due recompense of all that you have been doing in life. Indeed, He is all-knowing of all that is harbored within the breast of people. Now, when harm touches a human being, he calls upon his Lord for relief penitent to Him alone. Then, when He affords him a blessing of comfort from Him, he forgets that for which he was crying out to Him before, and he sets up rivals to God to lead others astray from His way. Say to such a one, enjoy your unbelief for a little while until death, for indeed you are to be of the companions of the fire of hell. Is such a one better, or one who is devoutly obedient to God in the watches of the night, bowing his face down to the ground and standing in prayer, fearing God's judgment in the hereafter, and imploring the mercy of His Lord? Say to humankind, O Prophet, are those who know God and those who do not know Him equal? Indeed, only those who are endowed with discretion and understanding, and so heed admonition, are ever mindful of God. Say, O Prophet, God declares to humanity, O my servants who believe, fear your Lord at all times. For those who do good in this world, there shall be great goodness here and in the hereafter. Moreover, God's earth is spacious, so worship Him freely therein. For indeed, those who are patient shall be rendered their reward in full, without measure. Say to humankind, O Prophet, indeed I have been commanded to worship God and no other, making the practice of my religion pure and sincere to Him alone. Thus I have been commanded to be the foremost of those who are Muslims in willing submission to God alone. Say as well, indeed, I fear, were I to disobey my Lord, the torment of an awesome day. Say, moreover, it is God and no other whom I worship, making the practice of my religion pure and sincere to Him. So worship whatever you so will, O people, apart from Him. Yet say to them in forewarning, indeed, the real losers are those who shall lose their souls and their families on the day of resurrection. More surely, that is the manifest loss. For them there shall be only billows of fire from above them and billows from beneath them. It is with this that God instills fear in His servants. O my servants, be you indeed fearful of me. Yet as to those who shun the false deities of the world, refusing to worship them, who rather turn in penitence to God alone, for them there is the glad tidings of paradise. So give glad tidings to my faithful servants, those who listen to the revealed word of God and follow the very best of it. These are the ones whom God has guided, for it is they who are endowed with discretion and understanding, and so He admonition. But what of one against whom the divine word of chastisement has already gone forth? It is you then, O Prophet, that shall rescue such a one who has lost his soul in the fire. Yet for those who fear their Lord, there shall be in the hereafter heavenly chambers, above which are built towering heavenly chambers, beneath which rivers flow. It is the promise of God, and never does God fail to fulfill His promise. Have you not seen, O Prophet, that it is God alone who sends down from the sky water and thrusts it all through the earth as fountains? Then He brings forth with it plants of varying colors. Then they wither, such that you see them yellowing. Then He turns them into crumbling stubble. Indeed, in this there is most surely a profound reminder for those who are endowed with discretion and understanding, and so heed admonition. Then is one whose heart God opens wide to receive Islam in willing submission to God alone, such that he follows a guiding light from his Lord, like one whose heart is closed. Then woe to those whose hearts are hardened at the mention of God. They are utterly lost in clear misguidance. It is God alone who has sent down this Quran as the fairest of all discourse. It is a heavenly book of cohering beauty, command, and consistency, oft repeated. At the recitation of its forewarning, the very skins of those who venerate their Lord shiver. Then their skins and their hearts soften at the remembrance of God's glad tidings of paradise. Such is the guidance of God. He guides with it whomever He so wills. And whomever God leaves to stray, no guide shall there ever be for him. Is then one cast fettered into hell, shielding himself with his own face from the worst torment of the fire on the day of resurrection, better than one whose face shall be delighted in paradise? Thus it shall be said to the godless wrongdoers, taste all the evil that you have earned in life. Those who disbelieve before these, who now disbelieve also, belied their messengers. Thus the torment came upon them from where they did not perceive it. So God caused them to taste disgrace in the life of this world. But more surely the torment of the hereafter is far greater, if only they who disbelieve knew. Thus, very truly, we have put forth for the good of all people in this Quran something of every kind of illustration, so that they may become mindful that God is one. It is an Arabic Quran, wherein there is no crookedness, so that they may become God-fearing. God puts forth the parable of a man confused in his service of many gods. he is a slave over whom partners are wrangling, while another man who worships only God as one, serving only one man. Are they of equal condition? All praise is for God alone, yet most of them do not know this truth. O Prophet, indeed you will die, and indeed they will all die. Then, indeed, on the day of resurrection, you shall dispute with one another before your Lord for judgment. Yet, who does a greater wrong than one who forges lies against God and belies the revealed truth from God when it reaches him? Is there not in hell a well-deserved dwelling place for the disbelievers? But the one who has come with the truth and all who confirm it, such as these, are the God-fearing. There shall be for them all that they wish with their Lord. Such is the reward of those who excel in doing good, so that God may absolve them of the worst of what they have done, and recompense them with their reward in accordance with the very best they ever did in life. Is not God enough of a protector for his servant? Yet they who disbelieve would terrorize you with these lifeless gods whom they worship apart from him. Thus, whomever God leaves to stray, no guide shall there ever be for him. And whomever God guides, there is none to lead him astray ever. Is not God utterly overpowering, all avenging of evil doing? And indeed, if you ask them, who created the heavens and the earth, they would more surely say, it is God. Say to them, O Prophet, have you considered then the reality of those whom you call upon in worship apart from God? Were God to intend any harm for me, could they remove his harm? Or were he to intend mercy for me, could they withhold his mercy? Say to them, sufficient for me is God in all things. On him alone do the truly reliant believers rely. O Prophet, say to them, O my people, work in accordance with your ungodly stand. Indeed, I am working for God's way. Yet soon shall you know to whom will come a torment that will disgrace him in this life, and whom an enduring torment shall befall in the hereafter. O Prophet, with this Quran we have indeed sent down the book upon you with the very essence of all truth for all humankind. So whoever is guided by it, then he is guided only for the good of his own soul. But whoever goes astray from the truth strays only to its utter loss. Yet you are not a guardian over them, O Prophet, to dispose of their affairs. It is God alone who takes the souls of people at the predestined time of their death. But as for those souls that have not yet died, He takes them during their sleep. Then He withholds the ones upon which He has decreed death, while He sends the others back to reach a stated term of life. Indeed, in all of this, there are sure signs for a people who would reflect on life and death. Then shall they yet take to themselves false deities as intercessors apart from God? Say to them, O Prophet, will they intercede for you, even though they hold no authority over anything and understand nothing? Then say to them, intercession is altogether for God alone to permit. To Him belongs the dominion of the heavens and the earth. Then to Him shall you all be returned for judgment. Now, whenever the name Allah is mentioned as the one true God, the hearts of those who do not believe in the hereafter shudder in aversion. Yet, whenever those false deities apart from Him are mentioned, they rejoice. Say before one and all, O Allah, sole originator of the heavens and the earth, sole knower of the realms of all the unseen and the seen, you alone shall judge between your servants about that wherein they have been disputing. Even if those who had done wrong by taking false gods were to have all that is in the earth, and the like of it along with it, they would most surely wish in vain to ransom themselves therewith from the unrelenting torment of the day of resurrection. For there shall appear to them from God what they could never conceive of in life. For there shall appear to them the evil consequences of all that they have earned in the world, and the very punishment at which they used to mock shall have whelmed them from every side. And so it is that when harm touches a human being, he calls upon us for relief. Then, when we afford him a blessing of comfort from us, he says, "Indeed, this blessing has been given to me by virtue of a deep knowledge that I possess." Rather, it is a trial, but most of them do not know this. So too did those before them say this very thing. Yet all the riches they had earned did not avail them in the least. Thus the evil consequences of all that they had earned struck them. And so it is that those who have done wrong from among these beliers who take false gods, they too shall be struck by the evil consequences of all that they had earned in life. For in no way shall they be able to elude the mighty hand of God. Do they not know that indeed it is God alone who extends abundant provision to whomever he so wills, and that he alone restricts it for whomever he so wills? Indeed, in all of this, there are sure signs for a people who would believe. Say, O Prophet, God declares to humanity, O my servants, those of you who have committed sins in great excess against their own souls, never despond of the mercy of God. For indeed, God forgives sins, one and all. Indeed, it is He alone who is the all-forgiving, the mercy-giving. So, turn in penitence to your Lord, and submit yourselves to Him willingly, before there comes to you the torment of God's judgment. For then you shall not be helped. So, follow this Quran, the very best of guidance that has been sent down to you from your Lord, before the imminent torment comes to you suddenly while you are unaware, so that no soul shall say then in regret, "Oh, alas for me, for all that I have neglected in regard to God. And indeed, I was consciously of the wrongful scoffers." Or else such a soul might say then in lament, "If only God had guided me, I most surely would have been of the God-fearing." Or else such a soul might say then, when it beholds the awaiting torment of hell, "If only I had a chance to return to the world, then I would become one of those who excel in doing good." No, indeed, truly, my revealed signs came to you, but you belied them, and you grew arrogant, and you were of the inveterate disbelievers. Thus, on the day of resurrection, you shall see those who forged lies against God with their faces blackened. Is there not in hell a well-deserved dwelling place for the insolently arrogant? Yet God will deliver those who are God-fearing into their abode of everlasting glory. Never shall evil touch them, nor shall they ever grieve. God alone is the creator of everything, and He alone is guardian over all things. To Him alone belongs the treasures of the heavens and the earth. So, as for those who have disbelieved in the revealed signs of God, then such as these are the losers of an everlasting paradise. Say to them, O Prophet, is it other than God than that you would command me to worship, you ignorant ones? Yet truly it has been revealed to you, O Prophet, and to those of the prophets before you, if ever you were to associate any gods with God, then utterly futile would be all your good works, and most surely you yourself would have become among the losers of an everlasting paradise. Rather, it is God alone you shall worship, and you shall ever be of those who are thankful. Yet they who disbelieve have not esteemed God with His rightful esteem. For the entire earth shall be His handful on the day of resurrection, and the heavens shall be rolled up in His right hand. Highly exalted is He, and most high, far above all that they associate as gods with Him. And the trumpet of the hour of doom shall be blown. Then all who are in the heavens and all who are in the earth shall be struck down with death, except whomever God so wills. Thereafter it shall be blown once more, then at once they are all standing in the plain of judgment, looking on. Thus the earth shall shine by the light of its Lord, and the precise book of record for their deeds will be set in place for each one, and the prophets and the witnesses over the nations shall be brought up. Thus it shall be decided between them all in accordance with the truth, and never shall they be wronged in the least. Then each soul shall be rendered in full for all that it has done in life. For He is most knowing of all that they were doing in the world. Then those who disbelieved shall be driven to hell in companies, until when they come to it, its gates shall be opened, whereupon its keepers shall say to them, Did there not come to you messengers from among yourselves, reciting to you the revealed verses of your Lord, and forewarning you of the inevitable meeting for judgment of this day of yours? They shall say, Yes, indeed, but the word of torment shall have already come to pass against the disbelievers. It shall be said to them, Enter the gates of hell, wherein you shall abide forever, and a most woeful dwelling it is for the insolently arrogant. But those who fear their Lord shall be ushered to the garden of paradise in honored companies, until when they come to it, and its gates shall be opened, its keepers shall then say to them, Peace be upon all of you. May you be ever pure. So enter it, all of you, abiding therein forever. And they who enter shall say, All praise is for God alone, who has made His promise to us come true, and who has bequeathed to us the land of everlasting joy, for us to settle in the garden of paradise, wherever we so will. Then how exceedingly commendable is the reward of those who ever do the will of God. It is then that you shall see the angels encircled about the throne, exalting their Lord with all praise. Thus it shall have been decided between them all in accordance with the truth. And so shall it be said at last, All praise is for God alone, Lord of